Hey everyone, before we get started, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to one of our BS Brigade members, Party Kid 124. We were going to name a cocktail after you, but making a drink strong enough to match your energy is harder than getting a toddler to sit still in church. So instead, just take our undying gratitude and the promise that we're going to keep making awesome fucking content that makes your subscription totally worth it. If you'd like to hear us mention your name on an episode of BS with Tommy and Wes, then don't forget to visit our website, sign up to be a member of the BS Brigade Green Tier, Blue Tier, or Black Tier, and enjoy all sorts of exclusive, uncensored weekly content.
And this next bit is brought to you straight for Party Kid. We love you. Just play Joe Henry's music now.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. Welcome to BS with Tommy and Wes.
Good morning, and welcome to another episode of BS with Tommy and Wes. I am Wesley Crane, and I'm here, as always, with my heterosexual life mate, Tommy.
Goddamn right.
Oh, yeah. How you been, man?
I have been good. I've been good. I've been good.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna save it a little bit.
Okay.
We gotta get past introductions here, but I have been obsessed. Literally, I forced you to watch a 10-minute scene.
You did.
From a show I am currently watching right now.
You did.
And I have watched this scene about 7 times. Also, we have Domino's here.
We do have Domino's. What are we eating on?
We have Domino's pizza because you had told me it'd been like, what, 3 years since you've had Domino's pizza?
Yeah.
This is my favorite pizza joint.
Okay.
I love Domino's pizza. I don't know what it is. And I've had New York style pizza and special kinds of pizza, the deep dish pizza. I fucking love Domino's. I don't know what it is. I just love Domino's pizza.
So what, we got 2 pizzas sitting in front of us right here. What kind of pizzas?
So Domino's has this ultimate pepperoni pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I tried it for the first time a few days ago because someone got it for work. And I thought I could cheat the system because I thought it was just basically double pepperoni pizza.
Mm-hmm.
So I just ordered a regular medium 2-topping pizza and just got double pepperoni. So it'd be cheaper. It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. The ultimate pepperoni is very good. And I'm not a pepperoni person.
Okay. And what's this other one?
We have double honey barbecue bacon and sausage.
Fuck.
It's kind of yeah. It's a little bit more ambidextrous. That's not the right word, but we're gonna use it anyways.
Okay. Well, this double pepperoni is actually pretty good.
I fucking love it.
You said you got extra sauce on it, right?
Yes.
So I didn't know how I was gonna feel about that, but I kind of dig a saucy pizza.
I love saucy pizza. It's the one thing I really love about Little Caesars pizzas. They don't cheap me out on the sauce. The sauce is more vital to me than certain toppings.
I would agree.
I do love, I'm not a cheese pizza person. I love toppings, but I'm like right now on this pepperoni pizza, I'm more gassed about the sauce than I am the pepperoni.
I'll be honest with you. I think the sauce determines the pizza because if you have like the traditional red marinara style sauce on a pizza, and then you have the cheese on top, that's just a cheese pizza. But if you replace that red marinara sauce with like a Alfredo style sauce and you have the cheese on it, then you have like a full-blown Alfredo pizza and it's fucking bomb.
Domino's has that too.
It's pretty damn good. My wife,
garlic parmesan sauce as well.
Oh
yeah.
Oh man, I may have to try that because like my wife and my daughter both are like huge advocates for like a spinach Alfredo pizza. Huge about it. So a good spinach Alfredo pizza gets taken quickly.
Oh yeah.
It's
also the only pizza joint where I'll eat the crust.
I told you, you're gonna have to. I'm gonna kidnap you one day, and I'm gonna take you to Savastano's.
Okay.
It's a super deep dish, Chicago style, that will knock your dick into the ground. It's amazing.
Well, if we finish early enough next week, we'll drive by there.
When
we're sick and tired of walking.
I'm all down.
Which brings us, hey, next week we're gonna be filming a podcast. This podcast specifically, we're gonna be filming an episode mid-challenge. Mid 100,000 step challenge. Did we say this last week? I don't know if we mentioned this. We're doing 100,000 steps again next week.
We are.
We did it. We did it 2 years ago.
I'm looking forward to this one because when we did it 2 years ago, it was in the dead of summer. It was like 100 and something degrees outside. We both ended up getting sunburnt like crazy.
We had a 75-pound pack.
It was wild. This time it's not going to be as hot. I'm very excited for it. We're also taking a completely different route. Like, we're not going to the same place. We're not doing any of the same stuff.
Yeah. We're kind of going in the same direction
Mm-hmm.
early on, but once we get to about that 40,000 step mark, we're kind of, we're switching up. We're not going to the gathering. Last year, let's recap last year.
Yeah.
We started off the day. We walked from my house to Walmart. We walked around for a bit. We got some stuff. We walked back in my house because my son had to be picked up. And then we proceeded to walk to Hoo Hot. And then after Hoo Hot, stopping there was obviously, we know now, was the worst decision we could have made. Because we stopped at Hoo Hot for about an hour and got food.
Yeah.
And it was delicious. Hoo Hot's always delicious. But we were at about 30,000 steps when we got there. And we were sitting there like, this is going to be so easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then we left.
Yep.
And about 10,000 steps later, we were like, oh, this sucks.
This sucks.
But we ended up walking to the gathering place.
Mhm.
We walked around the entire gathering area, and we was like, all right, we've seen everything. We're going to stay in Volcanoville.
Yeah.
It was like that soft tar.
It was like, yeah, like a
around
rubber
area.
tar.
Yeah, it was soft on our feet. We took our shoes off for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
We actually vlogged the whole thing.
We did.
And then it never got posted.
It never got posted.
It never got posted. It's out there in the ether.
Somewhere.
You'll never find it.
I bet you it's on my PC's hard drive.
We should upload that for the members only.
When I get my PC up and going again, we will upload.
We should upload that for the members only. Because I remember like you just weren't happy with a lot of the edits and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was just like, fuck it.
Mhm.
Just post it. And I think you said you were going to, and then we just never did.
It never did.
So for you members out there, you're gonna see the pain and torture that we went through. It was 2 years ago.
It was absolute.
This year, we're not making the mistake of stopping.
Mm-mm.
We're gonna get food on the go,
Yep.
like pizza.
Like pizza.
And this year, instead of going to the gathering, we did leave the gathering eventually. They did close
Mhm.
at like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, whatever it was. And we ended up walking to Quick Trip by 51st and Peoria.
Yep.
And we've finished out our steps there. This year we're walking to the Tulsa Zoo
Uh-huh.
because who doesn't want to go to the zoo?
It's really not that much of a difference in distance either. I think gathering place in total was 17 miles.
Yeah.
And the zoo's like what, 21, 22?
21, 22 miles.
Yeah. That's not
So
bad.
it's still only going to be about halfway done when we get there. But we're gonna walk to the zoo. We're gonna try to get there with about 3 or 4 hours left.
Mm-hmm.
When they close, we're gonna walk to training,
Yeah.
and our stupid asses are probably gonna try to train. Let me rephrase. My stupid ass is probably gonna try to train. How's that honey barbecue, buddy? With bacon and sausage, not Canadian bacon. This is actual bacon.
I think I could marry this pizza.
It's so good. It's so fucking delicious. I'm taking another slice.
Susie would have a massive issue with that, but
The listeners, if you're sensitive to like just food chewing, you're gonna hate this episode. And I'm so sorry, but I'm not gonna stop eating this pizza. All right, Wesley Crane, why I eat this pizza? Why don't you tell people what's going on with you?
nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Fuck.
But I did just notice something a second ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like as we were getting ready to record the podcast today, I looked over and on your left hand you have a scar just below, like between your thumb and your index finger.
I do.
I also have a scar in the same exact place.
Oh my god.
And we have never noticed or talked about this.
I think I knows what yours is from though.
Does yours do that? Like when you like try to, it like dips, like if you push your thumb right into that knuckle. Does yours
Kind of.
kinda?
Yeah.
So what is yours from?
I was attacked by a wiener dog.
Okay. No judgment.
Okay, let me specify.
Hey, several injuries have happened with things that have the word wiener in them.
This is true. Okay. So, my mom had this dog. We had this dog for years and years and years. I loved this dog. His name was Silver. He was a dachshund, and we all think he might have had a little bit of pit in him.
Okay.
Because he was dachshund in shape alone, not texture. If that, I mean, dachshund.
It does make, but like,
you know what I mean?
I get, yeah. I get
Like his fur wasn't. He wasn't like the short, brown, long thing. You know, he had white fur with silver patches and a normal looking face, like a normal dog looking face. Like, but he was just like long.
Okay.
You know, he was a little lengthy. And we had this dog for many years, right?
Mm-hmm.
This dog was also jacked because when I was in high school, he spent 2 years in my grandmother's backyard of this house where he kept breaking his chains though. So we put like this big fucking, like a chain that you would see The Rock lift with.
Oh, damn.
But like 20 feet long instead. We put him on that thing. And he just started carrying that thing with him. So this man had a frame on him like Batista 06. Like, this dog was crazy. But I remember one day, my brother's dog at the time, his name was Piper, was in heat. And we had been through this over many years because we also had Piper for a really long time. Those dogs be fucking. But at the time, I was 18 years old, and I was in high school, and we were living in a hotel at the time. It was a rough time. So we just could not deal with that right now. So he kept trying to get on Piper, and I pulled him off once, and he tried to snap at me, and I was like, "Oh, you motherfucker!" And then he comes out and bites me in the leg. I'm like, "Oh, you sack of shit!" And I go down to grab him, and then he lets go of my leg and grabs me by the hand. And I pick him up. I'm trying to rip my hand out. My sister throws a phone at his head, which gets him to bite down harder.
Bro had a plan.
Mm-hmm. This motherfucker would not let go of my hand.
He had a plan. He was like, when that motherfucker comes over here, I'm going to get him right in his leg. Yeah. And then he's going to bend down, I'm going to get him right in his fucking head.
It was tactical, bro. This motherfucker was horny and clear-headed. He did something that none of us know how to do.
No. Strike with precision.
He was thinking with both heads at the same time. Maybe we're not the dominant species. So we haven't figured out how to do that yet. Us as men have not figured out how to think with both heads. But this dog was thinking with both heads at the same time.
Oh, it's because his dick sits at the back end of the wiener dog, and then his head sits in the front end. So both heads have kind of like...
They were sending telepathic signals to each other.
Yeah, that's how that was going on.
Basically.
Mine was from a light tube.
I know, yeah, that was right there. Two very different. Yours is a much cooler story.
I don't know if it's cooler. I got hit in the head with the light tube, and somehow a shard just flew back and cut me really deep. I remember like my hand got really, really warm immediately. And then at some point in the match, I put my hands down to get up, and I just watch my skin where the scar is now, like the skin just split open and all the blood was like bloop, 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 bloop. And I was just like, that can't be good. Yeah.
Much cooler story.
Fun fact about this though, this scar sent me into a seizure. Yeah. So we were in Alabama when I had that match. And so we didn't necessarily have everything to like sew it up and like get it all good and clean and all that. So we cleaned it with soap and water at the venue, and then we just with gauze and medical tape wrapped it up. It stayed wrapped up until the next day when we got back home. When we got back home, I was like, all right, we need to unwrap this and like clean it and like really take care of it. So we unwrap it, and as we're trying to unwrap it, part of the gauze was stuck to it. And when they pulled it off, it pulled it and opened it back up. And when that happened, I got really lightheaded and like tunnel vision happened and all this other stuff. And they're like, are you good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Just put some medicine on it and get it taped back up. And like, I started to slur my speech a lot. So they get it wrapped back up. All of a sudden, I sit up, and my wife's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Nothing." And then she just watched me like start to fall forward and convulse. And she was like, "That was the scariest thing that I've ever seen happen with you." We immediately went to the ER. It was the first and only time I've ever had one. I don't recommend it. Oh, 1 star.
1 star.
1 star.
Seizures are scary, man. They're especially scarier today than they've ever been too, because obviously, like, that's how we lost our good brother.
Yep.
Silver. And now my 4-year-old at home he's had 2 seizures now, and it's like the scariest shit.
Now, is he like epileptic or?
No, apparently it's just way more common in children than you think. Like, you can have a fever-induced seizure as a child, and it's like it's a normal thing apparently.
Yep.
But it's still terrifying. Though I wasn't there for the first one. I left work when I heard about it. The second one was terrifying, and it doesn't seem like it's had any long-term effect, but I just pray that it doesn't affect Dean more than anything.
Yeah.
Because Audra was in our bedroom. I was on my computer. The boys are in the bedroom playing, and they're having a good time, whatever. And then all of a sudden, Dean comes to me. He's like, Slater's on the floor shaking. And it's like, he just like, apparently, like, so it started, Slater fell on the floor and just started shaking. And Dean thought he was sleeping at first until the shaking started. And then he's like, I've never seen that before. I need to go get Dad.
Yeah.
So yeah, it took us a while to get Slater to wake up, but he eventually did wake up.
Well, at least Dean would he had the wherewithal to be like, I need to go get an adult right now.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm not going to give too much details about that experience, what everything was like, but yeah, that was one of the scariest moments of my life.
It's absolutely wild. Yeah. Yeah. I just noticed that we had matching scars. And we've never noticed or talked about it up to this point.
Yeah, dude. That was not on my bingo card.
Me either.
I knew about yours too.
So, I know we have Wrestling Survivor later on the episode.
Yes.
Do you have anything else you want to talk about before I
I
start asking you questions?
Sure. Okay. I talked about it a little bit in the beginning. And get this out the way. I know this is everybody's least favorite part of the podcast is when I start talking about Marvel and books. I'm not going to talk about books today, but I am going to talk about Marvel because, god damn it, I'd mentioned this earlier. I made you watch like a 10-minute scene between 2 actors just ripping up the scenery. And I've watched this scene 7 times now. It is fucking awesome. A few weeks ago, I came on this podcast and I talked about Daredevil and how I was so goddamn excited for Born Again. I think it was like 3 weeks ago. And I had just finished season 3 and I was so excited and blah, 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 blah. And then like Born Again has been amazing so far. But for episode 4, motherfucking Frank, spoiler alert, spoiler alerts. Click on time. Skip forward. Episode 4, motherfucking Frank Castle shows up, and it's fucking John Bernthal reprising his role as the Punisher, as Frank Castle, and Charlie Cox, playing Matthew Murdock, and they're fucking in this fucking scene, and oh my god, it's so goddamn good. And I was telling you beforehand, when they first started filming the show, they filmed 4 episodes of this show, and someone was like, yo, dog, this fucking sucks. We need to like redo this, because at first it wasn't originally connected to the Netflix show. It was a continuation. It was a reboot and everything. And someone's like, nah, fam. They got the Punisher showrunner. They brought back in John Bernthal because he originally said no because he didn't like what they were doing. So he was like, I'm out. But now he was in again because they got Punisher showrunner. They brought in Karen Page. They brought in Foggy Nelson. They brought back Bullseye. Everyone's back and it's a fucking party. And Frank Castle, and I've always thought, like, when you watch an action movie and when you watch an action show, no matter how good the action is, if the story sucks, it's whatever.
Right.
It's just like, oh, all right, John Wick wannabe.
Yeah.
And even the John Wick movies to that extent, the first John Wick movie is my favorite movie of all time. The action's great. The kills are great. The story and the emotion behind it and the drive behind it is what does it for me.
Okay.
The rest of the movies, it's just action.
Right.
And they're fun. I love them. But still, so what makes the first movie so great? What makes this show, Daredevil, what makes this show so good, this action show, is all the scenes when there's no action. It's fucking
It's all the actual dialogue.
I want to sit here and start breaking down this scene, but I'm not going to do that because that's a long time. But holy fuck. John Bernthal as Punisher and Charlie Cox as Matthew Murdock. And they did this in the Netflix show. There's a couple rooftop scenes in the Netflix show that are just so fucking good. It's not even fun.
What would you give it if you were on like Rotten Tomatoes and had to rate it?
Oh, 120%.
Yeah?
100 duh.
On the Metameter?
Oh yeah. 12 out of 10.
12 out of
12
10.
out of 10. Bro, I cannot stress enough. Like, this is good this is some of the best acting. Like, just acting. No CGI, no special effects, just two guys in a room acting.
Fucking ripping it up.
This is the best superhero acting I've ever seen in my life. And this is some of the best acting I've ever seen in film, period. This is fucking goddamn Robert De Niro and fucking other famous dude in the Heat like level acting. This is like this is the shit. This is the shit that I live for. Oh my god, I've loved it. I'm gonna go home tonight and watch more. There's another episode out tonight. I'm getting excited. Muse is showing up. He's one of the more interesting Daredevil villains. He does like graffiti art, but with human blood.
Ooh.
Like, he's so fucking interesting. He's so cool. Oh my god. Even if you don't care about superheroes and you don't care about Daredevil or whatever, go watch this scene. Go watch Born Again episode 4 and just watch this scene with Daredevil. Like,
I will say this: the acting, phenomenal.
Yes.
Like, just as you're describing, but the cinematography within the scene was also top notch. Like, it helped sell the entire scene. You can have a scene with two great actors just killing it, but if the cinematography doesn't accompany that well, the entire thing can feel weird. But this scene, not only did it have amazing acting, but it also had fantastic cinematography that accompanied it in a way to help sell everything.
Yes. Everything was, and then, oh, bro, especially Charlie Cox, bro. Like, John Bernthal's always been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Always been amazing. And here's the thing. I haven't seen a lot of John Bernthal outside of Punisher. Very, very, very little. But every time he's on screen, I can't believe it. But in this scene, like, he was doing that. He was doing the same shit, right? He's still being the fucking greatest of all time. But Charlie Cox is giving it as well. And his task is even harder because he's playing a blind man.
Oh.
So they're doing all this acting and he's not saying a word. Like, when the scene where fucking he's just ripping into him, like, you want to get your hands on somebody, you want to hurt him. Like Charlie Cox is doing all this expression without saying a word, without moving his body a bunch. And he's wearing glasses, so you can't even see his eyes. So he's got like, it's delicious. It's delicious. That's all I'm gonna talk about it.
That's amazing.
I'm done. Go watch Daredevil. Just go watch Daredevil, dude. Go watch Daredevil season 1, 2, and 3. You have to watch Defenders in between 2 and 3. I mean, or just the last episode if you want to. And whatever. But then watch Born Again. Born Again has been so fucking good. Here's the issue, though. You can binge watch. There's the only issue with Born Again that I've had so far, right?
Okay.
You can binge watch the Netflix show.
Mm-hmm.
When those shows would drop, they would drop in whole seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Born Again is dropping one episode at a time.
I've noticed a lot of shows started doing that again.
I do think we get 2 episodes tonight, and when the show first came out, they dropped 2 episodes. But here, like I said, what makes these shows great, they're action shows, but it's the acting that makes them great.
Mm-hmm.
And there hasn't been any action in like 2 episodes.
Oh, shit.
So if you're watching bi-weekly and you're waiting to see, like, if you're waiting for more action, you're not going to get a lot of action. That's the only thing.
But since they're starving the audience of the action right now, they're going to give you something insane.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Like I said, Muse, we just saw Muse for the first time in this full get-up at the end of that. Oh, my God. It's so good. I haven't even spoke about Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin, and I'm not going to because he's just great anyways. But whatever. All right. I'm done. Thank you for the 2 people that enjoyed that.
Well, Tommy, as amazing and wonderful as that is, the questions I have for you today are
buddy.
neither amazing or wonderful.
I'm going to roll a window down for this.
You might need to.
Going to.
I'm gonna start off kind of soft,
All right.
a little flaccid.
Beat me like a red. I mean, don't beat me. Hit me like a redheaded stepchild.
You got it. Would you rather shit every time you orgasm or orgasm every time you shit?
Oh, dude. There's what? You think is it? Oh,
Think about it like this. Every
don't
time you
orgasm.
every time you orgasm, you're gonna shit. Or someone's gonna think that every time you have something in your ass, you really like it. Or coming out of your ass anyway.
bro, shitting and coming are two of the greatest feelings ever.
So
Doing them at the same time, that's awesome.
you're gonna do that regardless. But where would you rather do that?
On the toilet.
On the toilet. So
Yeah, bro.
you're gonna orgasm every time you shit.
Every time. I already do.
Okay.
Next question.
Would you rather have to drink a gallon of someone else's sweat once a year or chew a toenail off a homeless man's foot once a month?
Brother. Who sweat? It's a very important question. Fuck. Again, I was like, that's disgusting. I don't want to do that. That'll probably be the next one. And then you hit me with the toenail. That's not as bad if I had to do that once a year, but once a month is.
That's 12 toenails, bro.
You have to chew it off too. Like, oh.
Like it's connected to the foot first.
Oh. I don't know if I can physically get down the sweat though.
You think you'd have a problem doing it?
Yeah.
Like you'd
Vomit.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right. Give me the piggies.
Give me the
piggies. I'm taking the piggies. I'm nomming on some feet. Then I'll have to wash that foot first. I'm gonna wash every foot first before I do that. But
Okay. Would you rather have to wear underwear full of someone else's week old skid marks or use a toothbrush that's been used to clean the inside of a gas station urinal?
I think I'm just gonna wear the skid marks, bro. Fuck, that's disgusting. Brother, you came with some heat this week.
Would you rather accidentally bite into a used condom in your favorite meal? Or take a sip of a drink and realize that it's someone else's tobacco spit?
Oh. Okay. I've done that. I've done that a lot, actually.
You need to quit drinking everybody else's shit, Tommy.
It's been a while. This wasn't like yesterday. I think. Oh, man.
So then that would probably be...
I used to do that all the time as a kid.
That's probably the easiest choice then.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I've done that before.
Okay, well, final question. Ooh, get ready. Would you rather have to French kiss your own mom or for 5 minutes or give your dad a sensual foot massage with your tongue?
Oh, I'll give my dad the foot massage with my tongue. He's only got 1/2 foot.
1/2? Wait, hold on. You said 1/2 foot?
Yes.
As in he doesn't have a foot on one leg.
Yeah.
And he only has half of the foot on the other?
Yeah.
That's the origin story of a supervillain, bro.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my dad's got one heel. And no pickies.
No piggies.
No pickies. They all went to the market and they never came back.
Oh my God, did you ever realize that when they say that, they mean that they're going to get slaughtered?
That was on the Distractable podcast I was listening to. Like, I'm a lot of episodes behind, actually. But, like, so I've been catching up. And that was on the thing that I was listening to, literally, like, fucking last Friday.
That's hilarious. No piggies.
That one piggy's never coming back. It's always the big toe, too.
I just imagine, like, maybe him and your mom are like getting cozy with each other, and she goes, "This little oh."
He doesn't have. So my dad is missing. He's missing half a foot on his right leg. I think I've talked about this before. It's been a while. It's been a few years now. Yeah, like 3. This was like during 2020, I think. He had like his foot was basically like rotting from the bottom. It was rotting up through his toes. So we had to have a lot of his foot. It was just a little bit at first. He had to have it done twice. He just had that like basically like his toes cut off, or in a little bit of his foot, but it wasn't enough. And they had to go back in and cut another chunk of his foot off. So he has just a nub on the right leg. Like he still has his heel, and he has about that much foot, about 2 inches of foot. 2 inch by the foot.
2 inch by the foot.
But then last year, when my parents, my dad got this like severance check from Reese's because he worked for Reese's like 15 years ago. And I don't remember the details, but basically my dad got like a $9,000 check from Reese's that he was supposed to get 15 years ago. And he bought my mom a trailer home, a little tiny RV trailer home. Yeah. And the day they moved into it, his leg swelled up 3 times its size. And apparently, I didn't know this, but this is apparently something that they had been seeing the doctor for. And they saw a doctor and they were like, just some antibiotics, it'll swell and go down. And it got worse.
Oh shit.
And it got so bad to the point where the day they moved in, I remember going and seeing him and seeing the trailer. And I saw his leg. I was like, what the fuck's wrong with your leg? He's like, well, we're about to go to the ER now for it as soon as we leave here. And he seemed fine. He seemed chilling. And then about 6 hours later, my mom called and was like, they're putting your dad in our emergency surgery and they're cutting off his leg.
What a crazy call to get.
Yeah. And that was his left leg.
That's insane. I think if I ever lost my toes, I'd just get a prosthetic. But if I lost a leg, I'd definitely get a peg leg and start dressing like a pirate. I mean, like at that point, what am I going to do? Just try to live life normally? And no, I'm going to dress up like a fucking pirate and make some kid's day. You kidding me? You're in the middle of Walmart with a real peg leg dressed as a pirate. Any kid that sees you will never forget that. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know if that's like, oh my gosh, mommy, a pirate, or oh my God, mommy, a pirate. And they're running, but you know, one way or another, that kid will never forget.
He'll never forget.
No.
But shout out to Papa Dean.
Papa Dean.
Send him a nice pair of Christmas socks.
Yeah.
For Christmas.
Nub socks.
No, just regular socks.
Regular socks. Just regular socks.
Oh man. Dude, I remember like I made a Facebook post. And like I don't really post too much about my family. But I was like, hey, just positive vibes for my dad. Unfortunately, you know, my mom had to play Where Did the Piggies Go one last time with him. He's got no more piggies. You know, it just feels like just yesterday he told me he was going to kick me in the ass. Now he can't kick shit.
I'm going to get your dad a nub covering that looks like the head of a penis.
It already looks like that. It legitimately kind of looks like a penis.
Poor Papa Dean.
Poor Papa Dean. Shout out you.
Shout out Papa Dean.
On episode 2 of this podcast, you know, like 4.5 months ago.
Yeah.
You hit me with a question out of nowhere and you asked me to assemble a dodgeball team off rip that then turned into a whole debate for the next month, which ended in me getting pummeled by dodgeballs.
They did.
Yeah. It's still bullshit to this day. You can't teach an orangutan how to play fucking dodgeball.
I beg for differ.
But anyways, we're here with a new game. It's not sport-based. Well, sort of. We consider pro wrestling a sport, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you and I are going to assemble our own separate Frankenstein wrestlers.
Okay.
These words are fucking hard. These wrestlers, we are going to assign a left arm, a right arm, a left leg, a right leg, a torso, a set of feet, a set of hands, and a head. The head does include the brain and the mind of the wrestler and everything.
Oh.
And a penis.
Ooh. Okay.
So we're gonna go back and forth here. I'll let you pick the first body part,
Okay.
and then we're both going to come up with what wrestler. It could be any wrestler. It could be local. It could be worldwide. They could be dead.
Okay.
Okay. It could be any wrestler. We're gonna go back and forth here.
Okay.
So what body part first?
Okay.
We have each separate leg, each separate arm, a set of feet, a set of hands, a torso, a penis, and a head.
A penis.
And it doesn't have to be a penis, but
Okay.
genitalia.
So my first body part will be the head.
Okay.
I'm going to start from the head and build down.
Okay. So we're gonna start with the head.
Yes. Starting with the head, building down.
Do you have one in mind?
I do.
Okay.
I think I'm going with Triple H.
Okay.
Triple H from like 2000, 2001
Mhm.
specifically. He would cut his facial hair into like a generic style beard. His hair was long and kind of curly, and he was constantly having fantastic matches. I think I'm going Triple H first for that.
I'm gonna go Chris Benoit. It just looks very durable. Nothing's ever gone wrong with it.
Never.
Never. All right, let's move to I'm gonna pick the next body part.
Okay.
Right leg.
Right leg.
And I'm going Zach Gowen. Because that motherfucker's been holding up. He's been supporting enough for two.
Right leg. I'm going Kevin Nash.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Why, Kevin Nash? I thought you'd say something like Sid Vicious.
No, because the worst Kevin I ever did was blow his quad.
Oh.
Sid broke his whole ass leg.
So, Kevin Nash.
Yep.
What's the reason behind that?
I don't know. I've always found watching people blow their quads out kind of funny.
Okay. All right. So I got Zach Gowen and you got Kevin Nash.
Yep.
All right. What's your next body part?
Left leg.
Left leg. Okay. Okay. Well, you go first.
Zach Gowen.
It doesn't exist. Does he just come with an extra leg, just holding it on his, like, just propping it up on his shoulder like a baseball bat?
Motherfucker, this ain't no Build-A-Figure.
So you just don't have a left leg then?
No, I think he has a leg down to his knee.
Oh, so it's just a little bit numb? Okay.
So I've got Kevin Nash on the right side, Zach Gowen's nub on the other side.
Oh, man. It's so funny. I'm gonna go with fucking who was the guy that got canceled?
There were a lot of those.
The chinless Crimson guy.
Oh, Ellsworth.
James Ellsworth. I'm going
Yeah.
with his right leg.
Oh my God.
He's got a great super kick.
He does have a great super kick.
He's got a great super kick.
Oh man.
It almost worked once.
So what's the next body part?
I'm gonna go with right arm.
Right arm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go with Scott Steiner.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a good one.
Okay. Now for the right leg, I have Kevin Nash, right?
Yes.
Okay. For the right arm, I'm going Gilbert.
Gilbert.
Gilbert. Not Goldberg, but Gilbert.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gilbert.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he could throw those air punches with the best of them.
Okay.
So,
Oh, fuck. I missed the chance to say Malachi on the left leg. Missed the chance. Oh, well.
so for the left arm.
Left arm.
Left
Okay.
arm.
So, opposite of your Gilbert, what's he getting?
Yes. So since I have Kevin Nash's right leg, Gilbert's right arm, I have Zach Gowen's nubby left leg.
Yeah.
For the left arm, I think I'm going Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar. I see the vision.
You see the vision now.
I see the vision. For my left arm, I think I'm gonna go with Alexa Bliss. Cause she can make it look like it's broken. So we're gonna have Big Papa Pump on the right
Oh, yes.
and Twisted Bliss on the left.
We haven't picked our torsos yet.
But you know what would have been a good one? I'm not changing, but like Mankind with Mr. Socko.
Oh, my
Would've been a
God.
great one.
We haven't picked our torsos
We haven't picked our
yet.
torsos.
So let's go ahead and do our torsos.
Okay, I thought you was gonna be like, we haven't done our torsos yet, so let's go ahead and do the penis.
No, we're saving that for the
Oh.
end.
Okay. Torso. That's a tough one. I think I'm gonna go with Chris Jericho because it's always changing.
You're right. You're right. I once saw a meme that was like, if you want to impress a girl, just tell her you look like Chris Jericho. But never tell her from...
Which version?
Yeah, which version.
Exactly. So I'm not gonna say which version.
For my torso, I think it's only right that I go with Kamala.
Kamala.
Mm-hmm.
Kamala Harrison?
No,
That's not the
no,
one.
the wrestler Kamala. He had the stars on his nipples and the mid on his belly.
Yeah.
And slap his belly. Yeah.
I'm fucking politics right now.
Oh yeah, Kamala.
Kamala. Yeah.
Head of Triple H, right arm of Gilbert, left arm of Brock Lesnar, right leg of Kevin Nash, and left kind of leg of Zach Gowen, with the torso of Kamala.
Kamala. And I've got the head of Chris Benoit. the torso of Jericho. Ah, that's a the torso of Jericho, man.
His shirt.
Yeah, dude. Not gonna state which one. The right leg of Zach Gowen, because that motherfucker's been putting in work. Left one's kind of started slacking. The left leg of James Ellsworth.
Yep.
So because he's got a mean super kick
Yep.
that he throws with the right leg.
Yes. So we need to come up with feet.
And don't forget my what was I saying? Oh. My right arm of Big Papa Pump and my left arm of Alexa Bliss. Yeah. Because she's double jointed. Although I totally think I picked the wrong arm for that.
What was I saying? So we have left the feet and the penis.
And the hands.
And the hands
I
are different.
forgot
about
Hands
the
are
hands.
different.
Oh, I forgot about the hands.
Yeah.
Wait, do we have to go left hand, right hand, or are we going just hands?
Hands in general.
Okay.
We'll put the hands together.
Okay. I know whose hands I'm taking.
Okay, whose hands are you taking?
I'm taking Mark Henry's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like that would look hilarious on Gilbert's arm.
Okay.
I also believe that he probably has the grip strength of fucking superhuman.
I'm gonna go with Brad Maddox.
For the reason I'm thinking.
Yep.
Can't argue.
He's just very good with his hands.
It's very
He's very good with his hands.
so
Yeah.
good.
The way he held that Divas title.
Okay. Okay, Tom. What about the feet?
Oh, Hornswoggle.
Oh my god.
Go with Hornswoggle feet.
Holy shit.
They're quick.
Question. This question serves a very important purpose to my answer.
Oh, yeah.
When you say wrestler, like they have to be a wrestler, does that mean they have wrestled a match? Or they have been in the business for X?
Oh, that's if you want Paul Heyman, you can have Paul.
I wasn't going Paul Heyman. I was gonna say Shaq.
Fuck it. He's had a match.
He has had a match.
He's had a match.
Yeah. And I can't help but think that just because I have a nub on my left leg does not mean I don't have a foot on that nub.
Okay. You're Yeah.
So I have a Kevin Nash leg with a Shaq foot, and I have a Zach Gowen nub with a Shaq foot.
Shaq's foot at the end of the nub.
Just slides this shoe on the nub.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, whose genitalia you taking?
Hornswoggles. Very proud choice.
It's so funny.
Very proud choice.
I think I'm gonna go with The Godfather.
All right.
Yeah.
A commendable option.
We're interracial here. Okay.
Yeah, couldn't tell that by Kamala's torso or Mark Henry's hands.
That's on yours, not mine. Oh man. Okay,
Dude.
so let's recap.
Yeah, you know,
So,
hold on a second.
recap
I'm gonna type this down real quick.
Okay. So you got
Head of Triple H
head of Triple H.
from specifically 2001 to 2002.
Okay.
I have the torso of Kamala. I have the right arm of Gilbert.
Gilbert.
I have the left arm. Whoop. I have the left arm of Brock Lesnar. I have the right leg of Kevin Nash. The left leg of Zach Gowen.
Ish.
The hands of Mark Henry. The feet of Shaq. And the pee-pee of Hornswoggle.
All right. And I have the head of Chris Benoit. And, you know, for no in particular reason, let's go with 06 to 07 Chris Benoit. I have the torso of Chris Jericho. But I'm not going to tell you which one. I have the right arm of Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner. I have the left arm of Alexa Bliss. I have the right leg of Zach Gowen, because it's been putting in work. I have the left leg of James Ellsworth. I have the hands, for no in particular reason at all, of Brad Maddox. For not a single reason.
No reason at all.
At all. I have the feet of Hornswoggle. Little leprechaun feet. And I have the Godfather penis. Of Godfather.
All right. So, I absolutely loved this game. It was a blast.
Oh, it's
and-
not over.
Oh no.
Because now, for the next 4 weeks, people are going to listen to this podcast and they have to decide who wins this WrestleMania main event extravaganza inside of a triple cage.
Well, I'll do you one better.
Yeah.
Because for our members, I'm going to Photoshop actual versions of these wrestlers.
Yeah.
So everybody needs to vote. Who wins? Wes's custom wrestler or Tommy's custom wrestler?
Which Frankenstein is going to outstein the other?
In a triple
He's only ever done twice. Once on WCW and once in that movie.
Yeah, about WCW.
About WCW.
Yeah.
Which is somehow more realistic than most wrestling these days.
Wild.
Anyways, that brings us to that, and the loser will have a punishment.
Okay, what's the punishment?
While holding a mouthful of Harry Potter, every Botts beans, whatever.
Okay.
You have to take a whole handful, chew them up, and then hold them in your mouth while you get red-assed by dodgeballs.
What is wrong with you?
Bend over and just let you just take it on the ass
What is wrong with you?
for a solid 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
About 90 seconds.
Because
How long did you get?
pummeled for?
Yeah.
Like 3 minutes.
Oh, I'll take 2 minutes.
Okay. Listen, we can do 3 minutes.
2 minutes is fine.
I don't know what you're complaining for. I got pummeled for 3 minutes. So while holding a mouthful of Bertie Botts every Flavour Beans.
Okay. I've already done that.
Yeah.
I just haven't taken
But
dodgeballs.
you can't swallow it until the end.
Oh, God.
You have to
It's going
hold
to
it.
taste like dirty.
You put them in there and you turn over and you bend over and you start chewing.
Oh, it's going to taste like dirty foot vomit.
like a motherfucker the hell out of it.
It did
All
taste like that.
All right. Previously on Wrestling Survivor. Cutthroats are indeed cut.
What was that noise?
Probably my ass.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
It was the horns of Kafal.
The horns of Kafal.
That's what it was. On the last episode of Wrestling Survivor, Caballero Tribe dominated. They won the reward challenge by getting all the spit-filled meat, and then they won immunity because Riker couldn't control some damn anger. And Justin Lee ended up siding with the people who were kind of wanting to get him out, and it ended up working. And Riker was sent home.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it.
What a dick.
Yeah. So literally, the Caballero Tribe, they won immunity. They got the 14 pounds of meat, and then they won immunity and got the 5 salmon and all the beer.
You did? Yeah, they did.
It was crazy. So this week on Wrestling Survivor, we're gonna roll this dice here, and we're gonna see. You don't know what's happening yet, but
I don't.
I'm rolling it on my phone.
Oh, shit.
Ah! Tommy Prince has a sprained ankle. He got really mad and he kicked a tree because he's been off his meds. He's kind of losing his shit and he lost his best friend Riker. So this is a 1 week injury that he's going to have to work around.
Needs to strengthen up them bird ankles.
Yeah. He ninja kicked a tree and sprained his ankle for a week. So we have to remember 3 episodes from now is when it'll probably be healed.
You better be careful because
So-
a sprained ankle, I mean, like, that could just get worse and worse and worse
could.
and then get
It
effective.
could.
And then he could end up with a nub.
Okay, well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
I really hope not. Tommy Prince with a nub would not be he would just be a Tommy.
I got you. Derek James is getting angrier and angrier right now because he still hasn't had any weed. And this is day they're on day like 13 right now too. They're on day 13. He's gone almost 2 weeks without any weed. So he's kind of starting to lose his shit a little bit, but he's hanging in there.
I understand.
He's hanging in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to jump right into a reward challenge here. Nobody has to sit out because the tribes are even. The tribes are even at 7 right now. And before we get to the reward challenge, I'm just going to recap the tribes that we currently have. So on Menage a Trois tribe, we still have that guy, Red Chambers. 1 in a million, Tatum Manning.
Yeah.
A sprained ankle, Tommy Prince.
Aw.
Justin Lee. Malik Mayfield. The showcase, Alex Worrell. And a pregnant Skylar Slice. Which outside of this podcast, by the way, Skylar Slice just had her baby. Congratulations. I love you.
Congratulations.
It's a cute little boy.
Oh.
And on Caballero Tribe, we have Demo Diamond. We have Eddie Levon, who is still kind of heartbreaking right now. We have Morgan Mercy, a sober Derek James, Jacob Lindsay, Stormy Renee, and Dalton Gray. So we're going to get into this reward challenge here. And it's a good one. If I can get to my notes. So, contestants will one at a time from each tribe come up to this podium where Jeff Probst, the host, is standing.
Yes.
And they're going to have to spin a wheel and eat whatever the mystery item lands on. It's not a race. You just got to get it down. Each
Okay.
tribe one by one. They will be facing off head-to-head style, though.
Okay.
So, if it comes to a tie, then each tribe will select who they think is the weakest member of the opposite tribe to come up and eat again. And this time, it will be a blended juice of 3 random items from the wheel.
Oh.
The reward. Where's the reward? The reward for this challenge is a good one. When the winning tribe returns to camp, there will be a built shower and toilet, fully stocked with toilet paper and hygienics, and a picnic basket with chips, sandwiches, and 3 bottles of wine.
Yo.
This is a banger of a reward.
Yeah, it is.
Banger of a reward. A shower filled with 100 gallons of water, fresh water, clean water. A toilet. A toilet bathroom fully stocked with all the Charmin you can think of. And they all get toothbrushes and toothpaste.
We're about to have some cutthroat competitors.
So I did randomly already select the matchups.
Okay.
And we're going to spin the wheel live on this podcast to see what these people eat. So first up, we have Dalton Gray and Malik Mayfield.
Okay.
So head to head. So I'm going to spin this wheel. And on this wheel, we have 7 different items because we have 7 different matchups.
Okay.
I'm not going to remove anything from the wheel if it gets selected. I just wanted 7 there. We have a couple good ones. We have a hot dog.
Okay.
We also have chocolate.
Yeah.
We also have a giant water beetle.
Ew.
We also have fish eyes. A shot of clam juice.
Why?
A whole ghost pepper.
Okay.
And balut.
Now, okay. I had never heard of balut before. I've never seen it. You told me what it was prior to recording.
Yep. Balut is embryo of a duck. So it's like an unfertilized duck. It's like duck babies. It's like semen, but for ducks after they've already entered the eggs. You ever like got an egg from Walmart and you cracked it open and somehow there was a bloody form of a chicken? Basically what it is, but for ducks. It looks like a fat caterpillar, like only an inch long.
I've never.
It's like a yellow giant roly-poly-oly. And it's still alive.
But why?
It's 4 to 6 weeks old. So that's what's on the wheel. So we're going to find out right now what Malik Mayfield and Dalton Gray are going to be eating.
Oh.
Here we go. Oh. They're eating a hot dog.
They are eating a hot dog.
I'm removing the hot dog. The chocolate in the hot dog I will remove if it lands on those. All right. Well, Malik Mayfield and Dalton Gray just get a free lunch.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Tatum Manning versus Derek James.
Oh, shit.
Here we go. What are they going to be eating? Oh, that does a thing for me.
The giant.
The giant water beetle.
Oh.
This sucker's...
I'll be honest with you. I think Derek's probably getting that down way quicker than Tatum is.
You think so?
Yeah. I think Derek's so pissed off at this point. He's just like, fuck it, give me it. And he just shoves it in his mouth and stares right through Tatum's soul.
Yeah. I feel like this will probably be easier for Derek if he was high, but because he'd be like, yeah, man, I'll eat anything.
I will say.
But anger eating is a thing.
It is.
But I don't think Tatum's going to not finish. Though.
No. I think
they're fine. They're fine. Next up, we have Tommy Prince versus Jacob Lindsay.
Okay.
So we'll say, a good challenge to have a sprained ankle during.
Yeah. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah. And we're leaving the water beetle off. Shot of clam juice.
See,
have you ever had clam juice?
I have.
It's pretty gross.
It's really gross.
But it's not that bad.
I don't know. It depends on how the clams are processed.
Tommy Prince will drink it.
Yeah, I think Lindsay's going to struggle, though.
I think so, but I think he's just going to plug his nose and get it down.
Yeah.
He's a big guy. He probably takes a lot of shots.
Yeah, but he's definitely like dry heaving afterward.
He's probably like Canadian whiskey. Think of Terramana. All right. Shit. Hold on. Go back. Here we are. Boom. Next up, we have Justin Lee versus Demo Diamond.
Oh shit. Okay.
I really love these random matchups because these are like wrestling matches that you could just never expect to ever happen.
Ever.
So Justin Lee versus Demo Diamond.
Bloop.
Give me the bloop. Give me the bloop. Where are we spinning? Fuck that. I'm taking that off. Yeah. It was a shot of clam juice, but I'm taking it off. And I'm also gonna take off the beetle when we go. We're gonna get the goddamn blue. Justin Lee versus Demo Diamond. Ooh,
Ghost pepper.
a ghost pepper.
Okay. I can live with that. I think both of them get it down. Demo stands a bit stronger than Justin Lee. Justin freaks out.
I think he freaks out initially. I think they both get it down because it is technically just regular food.
Yeah.
So I think they can just tell themselves that. But I think Justin Lee's gonna freak out immediately. But when they go back about 2 rounds from now, we're gonna look over at Demo and he's just like the
ripping
Jordan
sweat.
the Jordan Peele meme where he's just sweating.
Yes.
Okay, I'm removing the ghost pepper. I wasn't gonna do this, but oh fuck, I can't help it. Okay. Red Chambers versus Stormy Renee. Here we go.
Oh, you poor bastards.
I'm ready for the blue dog.
Oh.
I'm gonna add everything else back now, including the hot dog.
Oh, man.
Okay, I'm gonna let you kind of just
You said Stormy and
Stormy versus Red Chambers.
Okay, Stormy and Red. Taking down Balut, I don't know that either one of them get it down without throwing it back up. Genuinely. Like, I think Stormy's going to feel awful that she's eating baby duck. And I think...
It has nothing to do with how it tastes. It's just the fact that it's a baby duck if she can't get past it.
Yes.
Because...
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, and I think Red, it's a simple fact of how it tastes, the texture of it. It's just...
He's gotta catch them all, though. He's gotta catch them all, though.
He sure fucking caught it all.
Red is... See, here's the thing. Red Chambers is a guy who's always just down for anything. He's always just full scent. Everything.
Everything.
He's never... I know you haven't really ever talked to Red much or you've never wrestled Red.
Nope.
Red is down for anything.
I would love to wrestle Red.
Yes.
I think that would be a lot of fun.
I think you're right about Stormy, but I think you're wrong about Red.
Okay. You think Red powers through?
I think Red powers through.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So that leads us to the last match. Alex Royal. No, I'm sorry. We have 2 more matches.
Okay, 2 more matches?
We have Alex Royal versus Eddie Levon.
Okay.
This is going to be a tough one for Alex here. Here we go. I put everything back on the menu again.
Okay.
I just really wanted to get blue. Oh.
Chocolate. Eddie's so excited.
Oh. Alex Royal will eat some chocolate. He's gonna big it up though, like it's not like a good thing.
Yeah. You're like, just a regular chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yeah.
Where's the? I don't know any fancy chocolate names.
Where's the Gibraltar? Where's the?
There you go. All right, that leads us to our last matchup. Skylar Slice versus Morgan Mercy.
Ooh.
Oh man,
Skylar's pregnant.
Skylar's pregnant at this point, at
Yeah.
least in this game.
Giant water beetle.
I unfortunately don't think Skylar will be getting this down.
I don't think so either.
I think Morgan Mercy's gonna eat this thing, and she's probably gonna ask for another.
Yeah.
So,
Oh. man.
unfortunately, that brings us to a tie.
Yeah.
So now, here's how it works. Menage a Trois picks somebody from Caballero tribe, and vice versa. Caballero tribe picks somebody from Menage a Trois tribe to go in a head-to-head race. This one is a race.
Okay.
And so they're going to pick whoever they think is the weakest member. So I think they just straight up picked the 2 people that didn't finish.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're going to get Stormy Renee versus Skylar Slice.
Yep.
And they get 3 items
Okay.
blended together. I'm removing clam juice because clam juice is the only liquid thing on here. So it automatically goes in the blender because you have to water it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't count as one of the 3 items.
Oh.
So,
You have a clam juice base.
yep. So we're going to spin 30 times for All of them. No doubles. This is a shake. This is a full-on shake. Oh, buddy.
It's a very spicy shake.
It's a very spicy shake.
Because we got ghost pepper.
We got
right
ghost
out the gate.
pepper, so we're going to remove ghost pepper. So ghost pepper and clam juice so far.
Oh.
Oh, and we got the balloon.
Oh. Balut, clam juice, ghost pepper. This is already shaping up to be fucking awful.
One more. Will they get some chocolate? No, they will not.
No, they got the giant water.
They got a giant water beetle.
Oh my god.
There are 2 living creatures getting thrown into a blender
Oh.
and perishing right now before they become sustenance.
So we have one more.
Now that's it. So
Oh,
we got
was that it?
ghost
that was
pepper,
it, yeah.
balut, giant water beetle being thrown into a blender, topped with clam juice,
Oh.
blended up into an 8-ounce smoothie. They have to finish the whole thing. Balut was the one thing that Stormy couldn't get, and the water beetle was the one thing Skylar couldn't get. So they're both gonna have to overcome it here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Skylar's pregnant,
Yes, she is.
but I think this stuff being blended up, does it become a weird thing where she can get it down,
Her taste buds are just
like
compensating.
her pregnancy cravings?
Yeah. Maybe.
I don't. Ooh,
It's still spicy as shit.
it is
though.
still very spicy. It is. It is. They both love bar food. They both love Mexican food.
I think it's a very competitive head-to-head.
It's very long.
Yeah,
Neither
very
one of them are getting
long.
down fast.
No.
It's long and drawn out.
Fucking eyes are locked with each other, plugging nose, just getting it down as quickly as they possibly can, but it's not quick at all. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got my thought. Who do you think wins this?
I think Stormy wins.
I do too, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think Stormy wins.
Sorry, Skylar Slice. But you lose.
Oh.
Brutal, man. They've had a rough go.
Yes, they have.
They've had a really rough go, and I'm gonna roll this dice real quick. Man, Menage a Trois tribe. They've had a rough time, and it's about to get a lot worse. Because Skylar Slice just gave birth.
Oh no. Oh no. Immediate evac.
Oh, the shake did something to her.
Oh.
It threw her into labor, and she was evac'd immediately to go have a baby.
Oh. Bye-bye, Skylar.
Which means no tribal council
Yep.
on this episode of Survivor. No voting out tonight.
Yep.
Skylar's just gone, and everyone's super sad. Justin Lee is pretending to be sad, like, oh, damn, another. But secretly, when he goes to do his little mini interview by himself, he's just like, it's all coming together.
He does the evil fingers and everything then. Yeah.
My plan's coming together. Because we established last week, he's the only person probably thinking long game at this point.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's getting, it's oh,
Wrestling survivors. It's
as we stated at the beginning, cutthroats are indeed, in fact, cut.
yes, they are.
Yes.
Tommy, where can people find you?
On the mean streets of Tulsa, Oklahoma this time next week.
Oh.
Because we're going to be walking.
Yes.
A lot.
Yes, we are.
So come join us for a few miles if you like.
Absolutely.
We invited a lot of people and they all said no.
Yeah, you don't gotta do the whole thing with us.
You know, if you're a pussy.
Stick it out for a couple miles and
Yeah, but anyway, I mean, if you're not going to come walk with me, you could also find me on social media. You can find me at the Tommy Dean Pro at Instagram and TikTok. You can find me at the Tommy Dean 32 on the Twitter/X. You can find me at the Tommy Dean on YouTube, but don't follow me. You can get yourself some Tommy Dean merch by going to www.theTommyDeanShop.BigCartel.com to get your solo Tommy Dean merch. It's still there. It's gonna move soon.
yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually.
And this Saturday.
Oh, yeah. You can find me at the bazaar.
Yeah.
The spring bazaar. I'll be in a triple threat match with El Gallo Galero, Gallardo,
Yeah.
Giggity, Shuto, Umino, Coney Islander, Guacamole, Uno. And Derek James.
And Derek James.
And Derek James, he'll be
Yeah.
there too. For the NOP Championship!
Let's go.
Person, no diamonds. I'm a diamond baby girl.
Yeah.
Not demo.
And this Saturday, March 29th, you can catch me at Wrestle Rave at 403 Eats in Tomball, Texas. April 5th, you can catch both of us at Metroplex Wrestling in Bedford, Texas. As always, subscribe and follow me on all social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at I Am Wesley Crane. Grab yourself some super sick merch, shirts, hoodies, hats, digital downloads. It's all available at www.iamwesleycrane.com. And if none of that makes you want to face fuck your pillow, then please check out our new heterosexual life mate collection featuring 2 different shirt designs in 3 different colors. That's black, pink, and blue. A dad hat in all 3 colors, as well as a black and powder blue snapback. It's pretty fucking clean.
It is very clean. And if you come to me at a merch table and show me proof that you bought something of the heterosexual life mate collection, I'll give you a free 8x10 at my merch table.
Let's go. And of course, don't forget to follow BS with Tommy and Wes on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcast, and wherever you get your podcasting fix. Links for everything I just mentioned are in the description for this episode. And with all that being said, we will see you in the next one. Hey, Tommy.
Yeah?
Every poop you take is just a breakup with a meal you once loved.
Oh.
Isn't that some bullshit?
I'm just sad now. Yeah, that's... Nope. Again, that's human shit.
That's human.
That's human shit.
That is human shit.